you guys, it's May 13th. There's been a lot of changes, a lot of things happening related to this Colonial pipeline ransomware. We find out today they actually did pay hours after the attack. So there's some timeline things I want to show to you guys, and I want to draw some cards as it relates to it. Earlier this week, I did a reading, a deep dive, actually my last live, about the pipeline, the inflation, and gas shortages related to Biden. How this started was on May 7th, that caught my attention, was Junior tweeting that Joe Biden was no FDR. He was the next Jimmy Carter. And immediately my mind went to gas shortages and inflation. I thought that was weird. So show me once again, what did Junior's tweet have to do with Joe Biden and his success so far? What was Junior's tweet have to do with that? The Eight of Swords. So his tweet was kind of a setup to terrorize the Biden administration because they're having so much success. He tweeted that on Friday, May 7th. We found out on May 8th, that's when the media found out and started covering the story about this cyber hack. Show me the cyber hack on Colonial. The moon, the outrage, the total outrage, the global outrage. Got to blame someone. This is a big, huge deal. Then this progressed during the week. Monday, Tuesday, Governor Florida and Kemp signed their emergency orders because of a gas shortage. So show me Florida's governor. Wow, signing that. Oh my gosh, this flew so far away. So this is Governor Florida on the defense, maintaining their defense. That's why they wrote that emergency order. Notice this is not a tower. A tower would indicate a huge problem. And the emperor is ruled by Mars. I would expect to see the emperor or the tower, but instead we have the Nine of Wands. Defenses, kind of weird. The governor of Georgia also signed a similar one. Seven of Cups. Ooh, I got to sign this because, what do the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Cups together represent in terms of the Biden administration? How they want to affect the Biden administration with what's happening with their emergency orders and this moon now. A lot of anxiety. People are very anxious about gas shortages. Today we find out there's over 18,000 stations that don't have gas. What else was it designed to do for the Biden administration? The Five of Cups. It's supposed to be right side up. To cause a lot of disappointment, to lose faith in the Biden administration. What else were these emergency orders intended for the Biden administration related to this? The King of Cups. The support. Does this go back to, this goes back to Russia, doesn't it? Yes, because the King of Cups is my Putin card for these guys, because Putin supports them and everything they want to do. Putin has some bad news. Wah, wah. And because Putin has bad news, they want Biden to have really bad news. Yep. So that's what they intended with those emergency declarations. In the meantime, we're getting all this moon activity in social media, blaming Biden for gas shortages, for cyber hacks, and for inflation. this outrage on social media then during this time of the week, Junior planted those ideas on Friday before the media knew. So, Taro, how did Junior's tweet set up the moon here, all the outrage? So he was taking the temperance reverse. So he was taking two very emotional things. He was taking all this emotional information based on lies to create a bigger problem. That's what the intent was. So then we get into the later of the week, the 11th, May 11th. Now we're hearing a lot of stuff about what's going on with Israel and Jerusalem and Palestine, and now Turkey.
Hi there, I'm in my edits. I don't know how this piece fits in with the bigger Colonial story, but I know it does. So I'm keeping it here just to stick a pin in it.
Turkey says that the world must stop Israeli aggression. I kind of felt, this is my opinion only, I felt like this was just trying to pile on that moon card that was there to create more chaos and upheaval. So why did Turkey make this big splash announcement on the front page newsstands around the globe about stopping Israel? Why did he do that? Because he has moneyed news, valuable news. What? I'm not expecting moneyed news. That is news because of money, pentacles, people, youth. He feels like he's saying something very valuable. But really, how does this relate to, indirectly, the Colonial cyberattack? Oh, this feels heavy and eager. The King of Swords. It's meant he is a leader of a nation, Erdogan, with a statement, a loud worldly statement.
I think this loud worldly statement is to keep the world engaged in this conflict and so that Netanyahu can stay in power. I've always said Netanyahu needs a war to stay in power. That's what looks like is going on here, and the distraction with the cyber attacks in the United States aids in the confusion around the world.
About the fighting, and he wants to be like the moderator with good news. But why money? Why pentacles? To get a fresh new start. Okay. But here's the update since then. Yesterday, found out on May 12th that the pipeline is now open. We also found out during this time that Colonial said, we're not paying no ransom. Taro, show me Colonial saying they're not paying ransom. They got caught. Three of Cups is a conspiracy. Reversed, I feel like we're not paying that. They're trying to put distance between them and a conspiracy. Because what happened also on May 12th was the Enbridge deadline. Enbridge pipeline was ordered shut down by Governor Whitmer on May 2nd, and it had to be done by May 12th. But May 12th, we find out, oh, the pipeline's now going to be open. Show me the pipeline now being open on May 12th. How does this relate to the Enbridge deadline by Governor Whitmer that it has to be shut down? The pipeline's open. Enbridge shutdown deadline. Look at that shared celebration. This feels like this is all linked together. The star, the hope Really? This is anything but a star full of hope after a rough time? But I will tell you, Don Holio had the star for the Colonial cyber attack in his area of hopes. So, pipeline's going to open. There's the defenses. The governor of Florida had that covered in the setup. Junior had that last couple days ago about this particular tweet. This was set up. They're following through with the script from May 7th. Enbridge deadline for the shutdown. There's your emperor. That's Governor Whitmer making a decision. Shut it down by May 12th. Four Swords is the deadline. We're waiting. Reversed. This has come to pass. May 12th. Enbridge dominates the narrative. Enbridge links to that through blending of information, things that happened. Enbridge relates back to Colonial through justice. Look at, she has the major arcana. They only have one. It's at the basis of this being mixed together. The Queen of Wands reversed. The Queen of Wands, queens are other nations. This is my card for Putin as a leader of a different nation. He is the one that planted this here. This idea he's reversed because it's his policy. He's trying to be undercover so nobody sees. What's crowning all of this? The timing. The misfortunate timing of a cyber attack, shutting down a pipeline, and Enbridge. So today now we find out, Colonial actually did pay the ransomware, and it was $5 million, and they paid it within hours of the cyber attack. They paid it before the media reported on it. But yet all week they said, we are not paying this. So in the meantime, we've had all this outrage. 18,000 gas stations are without gas. Biden signs the executive, they announced they're going to have an executive order about cybersecurity to prevent cyber hacking. He's working with the Treasury Department and the Commerce Department in order to create software that can prevent hacks. This is the cool thing, by recognizing the user's behavior, not a location, not a password. It's based on the behavior of the thing trying to enter. Really cool. That's a different reading. But I want to show you the bigger picture that's happening here. May 2nd is when Governor Whitmer ordered the shutdown of Enbridge by May 12th, which was yesterday, actually. It carries 545,000 barrels a day, or oil today, petroleum per day. Show me Enbridge, the shutdown of Enbridge. We're done. This pipeline travels from Western Canada and Edmonton, Nine of Pentacles. It also comes over from Montreal, Ottawa, Three of Cups. It goes along the border of the Dakotas. To Wisconsin. And into the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. There's the movement. This is where a lot is happening in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, down into the Mitten, the state. The King of Wands. There's so much Russia there. That's the DeVosses. That's all of them. They want to say what's happening with all of this. This pipeline also goes down through Illinois. The Ace of Swords. The truth. The money, the King of Pentacles. The businessmen in Illinois working with these people. But here's the thing. Governor Whitmer shut this down because of the threats to the Great Lakes. Michigan is surrounded by Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, I believe it's Ontario. That's why she shut it down. For threats due to that, show me the threats to the Great Lakes. The Knight of Pentacles, crap in the water, people's activity, crap in the water, covered in the Queen of Swords. Those are companies, emissions, bad air, bad water, things in the water, laws. She's saying no more. She's the Queen of Swords because of the crap in the water. That's what it is. And for the sake of our indigenous people, we have the Eight of Pentacles. We're finding this task. We keep screwing them over. We need to mind the lakes and the water. The Five of Wands. We've been fighting about this for too long. The Sun, reversed. She says, no more of this pipeline. We're done. That is justified. That is justice for the people in the lakes. So, in my mind, I think this got started way back on Sunday, May 2nd, because by May 7th, the Colonial cyber thing happens, which is owned partially by Coke, the Coke bros, the one bro. And then yesterday, Colonial says they're going to reopen. Obviously, there's some big lies happening here. Today, Biden has the executive order about cybersecurity. Show me Biden's cybersecurity order now. Remember, the Republicans did not want to pass any cybersecurity legislation at all to protect our networks, protect businesses, because they thought it would hurt corporations. This executive order is related to companies that sell software to the United States government. There's certain standards, and they're hoping that this software then will kind of ripple through the industry. So show me Biden's executive order for the cyber. Page of Pentacles, hackers. Nope, this is news about data. Data news. There's an order covered in the Queen of Swords, laws. How is it going to affect? How is this going to affect Colonial? Emperor reversed. Colonial is going to try to run this over. They see it as a threat, them being run over. I don't know what Colonial's relationship is to the United States government, but if they are going to share some networks or do something with the U.S. government electronically, they're going to have to comply with that, is the way I understand it. Covered in the Ace of Pentacles. Data, Three of Pentacles. A decision's been made for them about their data. How is this going to affect the Republican Party? Biden's order. Four of Cups reversed. The Russia, China, the North Korea are not going to like this. Four of Cups, they are very disappointed. See, here's the thing. The Four of Cups to the GOP with their autocratic friends, they like the Four of Cups because they can influence other people. They can force them to do things they won't normally do. Reversed. Now they're forced to deal with something, the GOP, that they haven't wanted to deal with. It's kind of like a reverse bully thing. And it's their corporate friends made this problem for themselves. We have the Knight of Swords. The GOP covered by the Knight of Swords. That's intel, that's cyber. Now they have to comply. How are companies like Colonial and the GOP going to have to deal with this? How are they going to have to deal with this now? How is this going to affect them? The King, the King of Cups is Putin. It's going to affect them because Putin is not happy. Putin is not happy about this at all. It's like the Two of Pentacles. He's unhappy because the Two of Pentacles, remember, that's transferring data across cable lines. He's pissed. He can't do this, what's crowning them. The Ten of Cups. So those are like their donors, their little Russian gangs to do this stuff. It is this is heartbreaking for them with the executive order, the Three of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune reversed, bad timing. This sucks for them. And it's like they created their own problem. So this is kind of cool. Okay, if you like this video, please click like, please subscribe. I'll see you later.